Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T. We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ready. 60 out low. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
First carry for Darius Geis. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line. Hey, hold on. Check 55. You better be afraid of me.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Shut down. Shut down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Third down. Here's Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down.
First down, Washington.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Love. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Get ready.
This time, Haskins will look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And some room to roam now. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick six. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Geis. And an alley to run. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12 and the Cowboys pick up the first. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally, wrestled down at the 11.
We got this.
A big play here for the Cowboys. 51 yards. And runs like that with explosiveness. That's what this rookie can bring to the table.
And add to it speed, patience, vision. A rookie has all of that. That's usually a veteran's combo plate. I love this guy.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's second and 8 at the Redskins' 10-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
11. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Spurs.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
56. Mike, 56.
6 man.
Quote.
Check curls.
3rd and long. It's Luck. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Tavecchio puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, a piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
A first update now from Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They start on the ground with Geis. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Ready? 50 wants the mic. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins completes it to Dixon. That one a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Haskins on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, check. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Now Luck.
I'm coming after you.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards, the final tally.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. 11Z. 56 to Mike, boy.
Back to throw. Luck. That's complete right around the 8. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
56. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Again, Luck.
Watch the screen.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Slam, slam.
12. Recon, 132 fighter.
Mike's 50. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 52.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go, defense. Hey,
now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and 2, Locke. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Let's go. 40.
Let's go. 12. It's our time.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Here we go.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
6. Your track. Mike 50.
11.
So we got man. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
On first down, it's Locke. And that's complete. It's the tight end, Daniels. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Let him know.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stuff. Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out, and the Redskins scoop it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the Cowboys' 40-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run with Geis. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set, ready. Hey, no. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Third and 2, now Haskins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. But when you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead now stands at 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Yeah. Hey, tight. Single.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards in the first down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, and move on to the next series.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Luck now to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Luck on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing again is Luck. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Watch the run.
11Z.
56 to Mike.
Smooth.
Man out, man out, man out, man out. 56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Nice hit, boy.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge range there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He's moving, boys, he's moving. Hey, check right.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Qual. Hey, Haywood.
Here's Love. Wide open receiver complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check safety.
And he'll give it here to his running back. So that flag will cost him 15.
Let's go.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Let's get off the field.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Go. 180.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Check. Go ahead.
Check hot route. Hot.
12. Hey. High 7.
Now on 2nd and 13. Luck is going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Good job.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not in a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if somebody there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Now it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. Haskins now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second and a couple. Haskins. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Haskins to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Tommy Sweeney, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
You ready? You ready?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation. Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Not today, you aren't. Not today. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
For the 50, it's Locke. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 37. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now they try the right side here. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, QB, come on. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Take it, take it. Mike, 15, Mike. 11. Hey, watch the lane. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, huh? You ain't got nothing.
Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey, wahoo!
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Hey, check. Watch it.
Throwing is Locke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
You remember me?
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Now a first down throw. Locke looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time. You
mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
2 times. 3 down. 3 down.
Luck gonna throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Yeah, way to go. That's what I'm
From
talking
3
about.
yards
That's what I'm
out.
talking
And the
about.
Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Haskins will throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now it's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrington. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, Haskins. In the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Haskins. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. One final shot for Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Cowboys, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Washington, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.